Hello, folks, and welcome to Magoo Sports News. I am indeed Magoo, and this is essentially my very first broadcast for my channel. It's a program that I'm going to be doing entirely dedicated to sport and sports news. Now, on this program, I will be reviewing the sporting action that has been going on in the past few days, past week, etc. From things like football. Obviously, we had the Champions League last night. And we've got things like golf, cricket, rugby, Formula One, you name it, we've got a little show on it here. So whatever the sport, whatever the news, I will be talking about it right here. Now basically I'm also going to use this show to talk about things like any wrongs that there are in sports that you don't think are good, things that maybe should be changed. Then essentially you can leave little comments down below the video, and we'll discuss them on the next show. So yeah, basically most people that will be watching this video hopefully already know me, but if you don't, then I will tell you a little bit about myself. As the song goes, yeah, my name is Magoo, and essentially I am from Inverness, which is basically way up in the north of Scotland. Therefore my favourite football team is Inverness Caledonian Thistle. I also love the Premiership. I think the Premier League is the best football league in the world. Best football, best footballers, and most entertaining. Second, obviously, would have to be La Liga, and then third, the SPL. Talking of the SPL, Inverness Caledonian Thistle is my team, hence the scarf, hence the mug. We are currently 7th in the SPL at the moment, but we'll probably just finish 7th, maybe 8th. Hibernian will do okay, so... But that's enough about those guys, and yeah, so let's move on. Basically, onto my review. Yeah, so last night, Champions League, Manchester United obviously did the business against Schalke 04. 2-0 winners, dominated the game. I mean, they just looked like they could win 3, 4, 5-0. If it wasn't for Neuer first half, you would have thought they would have absolutely coasted it. But another little interesting thing about the game last night was Jamie Redknapp on Sky. He basically said, I can't believe this, he said that Manchester United's defence, central defence last night, Ferdinand and Vidic, was the best central defence it ever had. Come on, Redknapp, don't you remember Gary Pallister and Stevie Bruce? Some might say they were the best defence. Anyway, moving on. El Clasico. Tonight, what a game. Can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. I think Real Madrid will do the business over the two legs, I think. Mourinho just seems to have a knack of pulling out these results. He knows what system to play against, especially with Barcelona, who, to be fair, there's a way you can play against them to beat them. Just crowd the midfield out. How Arsene Wenger didn't know this for the first leg of second leg, of Arsenal Barcelona, I do not know. All he'll do is he'll put Pepe in front of the back four. They crowd out the midfield, send Messi wide, send David Villa the other way. What are they going to do? Shoot from the sidelines? I don't think. So, I think basically you send those out wide, they'll put a cross in, easily cleared. So I think basically over the two legs, Real Madrid will do the business. Another result last night was Stoke 3, Wolves 0. Very interesting result. Looking like old Mick McCarthy there is going to be getting relegated. I think Wolves will go down. I think West Ham will actually finish bottom. I never thought I'd say that. They've got actually not a bad side. So also I think Wigan will go down. Not good enough, I'm afraid. Roberto Martinez probably fired. So... on to the next bit of sport. We got snooker. Yes, we've got the World Championships at the moment. Absolutely fascinating. I love the snooker personally. Great to watch. Into the quarterfinal stage at the moment, and we've got Higgins versus O'Sullivan. It's looking like O'Sullivan's winning 7-4 at the moment, but it's going to be 7-5 in the next frame. And I think O'Sullivan will go through in that one. Who's going to win overall? Well, we've got Ding beating Mark Selby, who is one of the favourites. I personally think Ding will win, and if you're a betting man, I would put money on Ding to win. Now, golf. Another sport I do enjoy. We've got the TPC at Sawgrass coming up in the next couple of weeks, and that hole is the course is very famous for the 17th hole, which is essentially surrounded by water. Absolutely fantastic tournament, worth a watch. Of course, we just had the Masters a couple of weeks ago, which was fantastic. Went down to the last day, last few holes, and of course Rory McIlroy bottled it. Everyone was thinking, what's he going to do the week after? Gets himself in a lead again and bottles it again. Poor lad, poor lad. Another thing with golf is, will Tiger Woods ever come back to his best? I personally don't think he will. Um, I just, I just think golf is such a game that's in the mind that once you lose it mentally, you can never really get that back. So moving on to the tennis, not much going on in the tennis at the moment. Actually, we had obviously the Australian Open at the start of the year, which Djokovic won. Then he went on to win another two good tournaments. He will probably win the US Open toward the end of the year, but the French Open and Wimbledon, obviously French Open's Nadal's. He's always got that in the bag. Wimbledon, will Andy Murray win? Afraid not, fellas. I think Andy Murray essentially will not win a major ever. He's just not good enough. So, next is Rugby Union. We got a big tournament coming up at the end of the year, which is the World Cup. Who will win the World Cup? Can New Zealand do it? They've been trying and trying since 1987, which was the first World Cup, but they've not been successful. This time it's in their backyard. Can they win it this time? I think they can. And finally, just want to mention the Formula One. Sebastian Vettel has started a flying start to the season. Can anybody catch this guy? Lewis Hamilton, fair enough, won the last one. Personally, I don't think so. I think the Red Bulls are too strong. I think Sebastian Vettel is too fast, and I think he's going to clean up before long and essentially leave the rest of the season boring. So, and then finally, just to finish off my show, just wanted to mention a couple of predictions that I was talking about. Chelsea, I think, will win the league. Yep, I think they'll win the Premiership. I think Manchester United will want to win the Champions League, or should I say Alex Ferguson will want to win the Champions League, and Chelsea will go on and win the league. I think Arsenal will finish fourth. I think basically that they're just, the fixtures they've got, I can't see them winning another game. I think they will either draw or lose every game since now until the end of the season. And it will be Chelsea winning, Man United second, Manchester City third, Arsenal could finish fourth, should finish fourth, but who knows? If they don't win any more games, which I predict, and Liverpool go on a bit of a run, they could even finish fourth, you never know. So, yeah, I mean, Liverpool, talking of Liverpool, looking at them for next season, they got a good side. They've got Andy Carroll up front, Luis Suarez, decent midfield. Stevie Gerrard comes back into fitness and form. You never know. So, essentially, that is it. Thank you for watching my first ever show, and I will hopefully be able to do another show on Friday, and I'll talk about a preview for the weekend's football. We've got, obviously, a full fixture of Premiership, and essentially, we'll speak to you then. Thank you.